This is Duduzile Zuma, a forever victim. Even with all the privileges she enjoys by virtue of who her father is, she glories in forever being a victim of apartheid. Before we begin, welcome to Citizen Concerned, where we remind you to beware of the comrades. I'm Katlego and would appreciate it if you subscribed to our YouTube channel, liked and shared this video with other citizens. So Duduzile, along with her twin brother Duduzile, were born and raised in Mozambique. They later came to live in South Africa, and now they are among the most elite people in the country. They live fancy lives and have one of the most recognizable names in the country, since their father is Jacob Zuma. They benefited greatly from their associations with the Guptas. Guess what? They can't speak isiZulu. They live in South Africa. They have a father who loves all things African and wants the nation to revert to ancient African ways and laws, but they can't speak isiZulu.
I actually got a tweet here. Somebody was asking us to speak in isiZulu. Zakona Mlambo. You actually don't speak isiZulu, do you? You understand it, but you don't speak it fluently.
Yeah, the speaking is, I speak here and there. I've had an interesting upbringing, you know. Not out here to make excuses, but I've lived in a lot of places.
It's because you were born in Maputo.
That's correct, Mozambique. Portuguese was actually my first language. And from there we've shifted around. But yeah, that's what it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's okay, right? No one should fault him. He can speak Mozambican languages, fine. He can speak English, cool. No one should judge him for that, just as he should not blame anyone for that. And I'm very glad that he didn't blame anyone for his inability to speak Zulu, his father's language, that is. His twin sister, on the other hand, well, listen to this rubbish.
Yeah, totally. I was a victim of apartheid, so this is one of the things that happens. We don't get to grow up in South Africa and learn our mother tongue. I'm trying, I'm learning. Give me a few more years.
Imagine the audacity, the guts to think you can get away with blaming your own perceived inadequacies on someone else. By the way, the fact that you were born in a foreign country and made to move around a lot does not equal apartheid. Sad to see this mindset of a person that has been going through most of her life like it's all a holiday. She doesn't personally know what South Africans went through during apartheid. She doesn't personally know what hard work is. She doesn't personally know what suffering is. She has been spoiled and hence she can't think of being a regular employee or employer in organizations where her father is not involved. Yet she comes out and speaks as though she understands and represents the ordinary citizen, and many of our poor people actually believe her. We as citizens are sheep, and people like the Zuma woman are wolves among the sheep. Most of our people simply support her because she is Zuma's daughter. That's it. That's a fact. My husband has been in South Africa for not as long as Duduzile and Duduzane have been, yet he can speak a lot of Zulu. Not fluently and not like a pro, but he can speak it and definitely can communicate in it. Our sons, however, cannot speak Zulu or Sepedi. That's the truth. And it's no one's fault. I cannot blame it on anyone but us. It's one of the problems of being a family of people that come from different languages. My husband does not speak Sepedi, I can't speak his home language, and hence we have chosen to not burden ourselves with trying to focus on learning those languages. If we chose to learn each other's languages and teach them to our children, we definitely could. But we have made a different choice. It is our individual choice. our family choice. We will not blame Apartheid or ANC or ZANU-PF or anyone else because a language is something you can learn if you want to. A language is a tool for communication. It is something you can learn if you want to. No one is stopping you. That's a fact. These lovebirds are proof of that.
Very nervous. Dumelang baholo ba lapa le ditsala. Ke lewa ka mo ka go le ga lena ka go tla ke tseka lenyalo la re. Go botse go bona batho ba bantsi ba go bokana ka lebaka la lerato. All right. Bahamato. Ke le rata kudu. Ka le leboga ka tsotlhe. Nka mo ketse ka pelo ya lena. Go mme le nthutile boikokobetso le matla. Ke kgantsa ka go ba ngwetša lena. Ba ga Sefefe. Ke tlhompha mmedi ya monna wa ka a tswa go yona. Ke lewa ka go amohela nna. Ke lewa ka go keteka le rena gape ka mo. Ke kgantsa ka go ba Daphne Elizabeth Mato.
The bride is a foreigner and her husband is a South African. She has chosen to learn his language and has done an amazing job. Kudos to her. She's American and yet she's not blaming slavery for stopping her from learning an African language. She has chosen to learn Spedi. Why? For love. Look at these ones. They are prisoners and they have chosen to learn English and Zulu.
When they give my sentence, like I did, as I say, I didn't know English. So when they say 15 years, for me was that 15 years. I never understand when they say they're taking 5 years out.
Moroccan trafficker Sabrine Mabroki too was pregnant and desperate. She had to learn how to speak South African languages.
I learned English, where is the most language that I can communicate with everyone in a perfect way. Sizulu, I can learn. I don't want to gossip about me because I understand.
These foreign prisoners learned South African languages. Why? Because they had to. They could either choose to ignore the English and Zulu lessons or they could try to learn a different language. They chose to learn. It is a choice. Duduzile and her brother are not failing to speak Zulu because of apartheid. They are failing because they chose not to learn. Pure and simple. The idea that apartheid is the one that did it to her is really a loser mentality. One wonders how a person who blames apartheid for failing to learn a language will empower and inspire MK Party supporters to take charge of their own lives and become better people and contributors to society and the economy. If she blames apartheid for failing to learn a language, best believe that she'll be encouraging those willing to listen to her to blame apartheid for all their challenges and misfortunes. Challenges and misfortunes that really they have the power and choice to do something about.
Poverty is a direct baby of apartheid, particularly to the majority.
Please, don't be one of the people who sadly fall for these disempowering lies. Don't walk around telling yourself these stories. The fact is, you can come out of whatever situation you find yourself in. Baby steps will walk you out of there. Bit by bit, skill after skill, you'll get out of there. Whether you experienced apartheid, slavery, the ANC, or any other unpleasant situation, don't allow yourself to be a victim of that. Have the mindset of a fighter, not an EFF fighter. We mean a person who refuses to give up, a hard worker, a person who with perseverance and drive, not lazy politicians and fake business people that we have yapping all over the place, making people feel like their destiny is in the hands of other people, dead or alive. Anyway, that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. I'm Katlego. This is Citizen Concerned. And until next time, beware of the comrades.